Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you my top 5 picks for what I consider to be the most technologically advanced shoes of 2013. Now before we get into the video, just wanted to mention to you guys about this brand new video I just saw. It features Lionel Messi and Kobe Bryant, two of my favorite professional athletes, kind of having a little bit of a selfie competition around the world. I thought it was really funny and thought I'd share it with you guys. So if you want to check out that video, I'll leave an annotation on screen as well as a link down below in the description. So be sure to go ahead and check that out. But without further ado, let's get right into my top 5 picks. Starting off the list is the Adidas NitroCharge 1.0. Now the NitroCharge introduced a lot of new concepts and a lot of new features that make it a standalone in today's market of soccer shoes. Now the first feature that I really like the concept of, and it truly does work, is the energy sling. So you can see that this piece of rubber along with this entire strip that runs through the forefoot in combination with the lacing system itself is designed to lock your forefoot in place and prevent any kind of slippage inside the shoe when making quick lateral cuts and changes of direction. It doesn't squeeze your foot to the point where it's uncomfortable, but it holds it in place, and because it works with the lacing system, when you do make those push-off turns, it keeps your foot secure inside the shoe, making for a very responsive feel. Now the NitroCharge also runs with the concept of protection, and you're going to see these extra layers of foam inserted around the Achilles tendon as well as in the forefoot area. So should you get stepped on or kicked in that particular part of the foot, you're going to get a lot of extra protection that you're not going to find from any other soccer shoe. And then of course you have the protective mesh material running through the entire midfoot of the boot. It's a very thin, non-bulky material, but because it's a woven plastic, it does a really good job at dispersing the amount of force that you feel upon impacts to the side of your foot. So again, very protective while still maintaining a very kind of lightweight and non-bulky feel on foot, which is very important. The next shoe on the list is the Nike Mercurial Vapor 9, and I think the Mercurial Vapor series as a whole really paved the way for all of the great synthetic shoes that we have today. Now, what really makes this particular shoe such an interesting concept is the speed control golf ball like dimpling on the upper. It was a really interesting idea by Nike to kind of play with the surface area of the boot in such a way where it would change the feel or amount of friction you would have against the ball depending on the situation. So if you're making softer touches on the ball, less of the surface area of the upper would be coming in contact with the ball, so you'd have less grip, whereas on harder impacts such as striking the ball, the dimples would more or less flatten out and you'd get all of the grip of the entire upper. So depending on the type of touch you would make on the ball, you would get more or less grip, if that makes any sense. That in combination with the all conditions control technology on the upper, as well as this firm ground stud pattern that still is the best of the best when it comes to multi-directional traction. You get a shoe that is technologically packed and really does feel like something unlike anything else out there, in that it's very lightweight and at the same time extremely responsive. The next shoe on the list is a boot that has made plenty of appearances in my top 5 videos, and that is the Under Armour Blur Carbon 3. This is the kangaroo leather model, but the synthetic model would also fit into this particular category as one of the most technologically advanced soccer shoes around. Now, everything about this shoe, in my eyes, screams futuristic. From the strange cuts at the ankle, the unusual lacing system, the carbon fiber wing going across the outside of the shoe, the chrome finishes, the combination of carbon fiber and P-backs on the outsole. It's just a very different shoe. And what's great about this is that it's all new and it all performs really well. The lacing system provides a fantastic fit, locks your foot in place. The carbon fiber lateral wing makes for a very stable feel when making hard cuts and changes of directions, similar to the energy sling found on the NitroCharge 1.0. Then the combination of carbon fiber providing stiffness and support where you need it, with the flexibility of the P-backs in the forefoot, makes for an overall very responsive yet stable feel to the sole plate itself. Not to mention that the stud pattern itself really bites the ground hard on firm natural grass playing surfaces. And then to top it all off, you have the option to go with a soft kangaroo leather upper or a thin synthetic upper, depending on the type of feel that you prefer. So overall, Under Armour Blur Carbon 3 is a fantastic shoe, and I highly recommend it. The next shoe on my list is the Mizuno Wave Ignitus 3. And what's great about Mizuno is that they're always trying to innovate, they're always trying new concepts and new ideas, and generally those new concepts and ideas tend to work extremely well. Now the Mizuno Wave Ignitus 3 is part of a dying breed of soccer shoes in that it's more or less a power boot designed around striking the ball. Of course, no shoe is going to allow you to strike the ball better, but this is a shoe that offers a tremendous feel with the Mukaiten panel and just very unusual striking element going across the instep. It was a dramatically different design from any of the previous Wave Ignitus models in that it's more lightweight. It features a synthetic upper this time around, an extremely large external heel counter, a very unusual stud pattern that is designed to provide great grip as well as great stability when striking the ball. And there's just a lot of unique elements to this shoe that just make it stand out from the crowd, and it almost more or less combines all of the elements from different types of soccer shoes. So you have the striking element of a power boot, you have the thin synthetic upper of something a little bit more lightweight, and the shoe itself actually features a very, very lightweight construction while still remaining very, very supportive with the large external heel counter and just comfortable fit overall. So again, the Mizuno Wave Ignitus 3, a shoe that is not necessarily readily available, but if you can get your hands on it, is well worth the money. The final shoe on my list is the Nike Hypervenom Phantom. Now this is a shoe that made the list for one single reason and one reason only, and that is the Nike Skin Synthetic Upper. Now the problem with a lot of lightweight thin synthetic soccer shoes is that they tend to not be quite as comfortable as something like an Adidas Copa Mundial or anything more traditionally styled with a soft leather upper. Now with the Hypervenom Phantom, the Nike Skin Upper on this shoe is extremely soft, very, very flexible, while still maintaining the thin profile that you would expect from a more lightweight soccer shoe. It has the ability to stretch and form to your foot, and it truly does have that sock-like feel on feet that is unlike any other soccer shoe currently available. So if you're looking for maximum comfort while still maintaining the modern benefits of a more lightweight thin synthetic soccer shoe, the Nike Skin on the top-end Hypervenom Phantom from Nike is definitely one of the best options out there. An honorable mention is the Adidas Predator LZ. The concept of having 5 rubberized lethal zones on the shoe really has grown on me over the last couple of years, and I really think that Adidas has more or less perfected it with the release of the LZ. While it isn't necessarily new technology to have rubberized elements on the upper, the way that they've been implemented on the LZ with different patterns and textures and positioned in such a way that truly does impact your touch on the ball in every way, shape, or form really does make this shoe very unique. It's not for everybody, and it will take some getting used to in that you have so much additional grip on the ball, but once you get used to it, you really will find that the Predator LZ provides a unique experience that you won't get from any other shoe currently out there on the market. Alright guys, that's it for my top 5 most technologically advanced shoes of 2013. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, or be sure to let me know what your top 5 picks would be if they're any different from the ones that I chose for 2013. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest soccer gear. You can find all of my social media information down below in the description. And if you are looking for more information on any of the shoes featured in today's video, be sure to refer to the full written reviews on my website, soccerreviewsforyou.com. All linked down below in the description. But other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.